Madam Joan for introduction. Everyone, we welcome you on this session. Already, Joan has introduced me. Let's understand the term stress. Stress can be defined as a state of worry or mental tension caused by a difficult situation. When you have a difficult situation that you can't control, it means that is a stress. When you have difficult events at workplace, you are not quiet at all. It means that your brain has been tampered with. That is a stress. Then work-related stress is response. People have to work demands and pressure which exceed their knowledge and ability, or which are beyond their capacity to cope. When you can't cope at workplace, that is stress. You can't manage the workload given by the employer. That is stress. So how do we manage stress? If you are an employee, you are working in a certain organization, or you are working in a certain company, how would you realize that I have a stress? We have 5 common signs of stress. When you are becoming easily agitated, frustrated, you are just moody, it means that you are stressed. You can't cope with the environment. Feeling overwhelmed, as if you are losing control or need to take control of something, it means that you are stressed. Having hard time relaxing and quiet your mind, you are moving up and down in an organization, it means that you are stressed. Having a hard time relaxing and quiet mind, it means that you are stressed. Feeling bad about yourself, low self-esteem, and feeling lonely. You are worthless and depressed, and you are also avoiding others. It means that you are stressed. So it's important to identify how will I manage myself in the organization or in a company in order to meet the deadlines. So how would you know that I'm stressed? That is the major issue here. Because when you are stressed, you can't cooperate. When you are stressed, you can't work things out. Yeah. Before that, before you realized what kind of stress you have, there are so many types of stress. One is acute stress, another one is called chronic stress. Acute stress, you will find that it's a shortly stressed. It's a stress that will come shortly, then it's done. Like when you are getting a new job, you're like, I'll get a new job tomorrow. You are stressed, but after getting that job, it will be done. The stress will just go. Then you will realize that on chronic stress, it's a stress that will last longer and it will tamper with the psychology of a person or totally health of a person. So that is called stress. So what is the difference between unistress and distress? What is the difference between unistress and distress? You will find that unistress, you will find that unistress, unistress is a positive stress and manageable. You will manage unistress. It's like acute stress. You can manage acute stress. It's a positive stress and a manageable level of stress that motivate you to meet challenges at work, school, or in your personal life. It's like acute stress. Unistress is like acute stress. And this stress is the stress that make you feel overwhelmed. You are overwhelmed, you can't do anything. It means that that is distress. You can't even meet the deadline at work. That is called distress. It has a very negative damage on someone. So let's define what is this distress. Distress is the stress that make you feel overwhelmed. The negative stress that can damage your moods and outlook, disrupt your sleep, and trigger health issues such as depression and anxiety. When someone is depressed, my friend, you can't even do a single duty at work. You can't even meet a deadline. You want just to be alone. You want to do your stuff alone without tampering with anyone bothering you. And you find that in uni stress, examples are like, in distress, the examples are like you are grieving. Like now we've lost the world record champion, Kiptum. The family is in distress. For them to recover, it means that it will take them a period of time. It will take you a period of time to cope under the distress. It's called chronic stress. And this stress come up with it depends on the environment where you are. You will find that distress always damage you completely if it's not managed well. Another example of distress is the you have a project to accomplish at work and you totally don't have the skills. And remember, the organization or the manager or the employee need the feedback. You are not skilled at all. That is another major issue on distress that can also tamper with your life. Another thing that can also tamper, that an example of a distress is you have a new project, like you're one of the CEOs and you need to open more projects. You need some more branches. How do I go about it? You have a business, you want to open a new project or a new business. That one will also become one of the distress. It can tamper with your future or your life completely. Yeah. So it's very important to know the difference between distress and unistress. Unistress is a short period of stress, but it's very short. Like now, for example, public speaking, you are being told to go and talk. You are going to attend the event. It's your first time attending the event. That is a eustress. It's just something shorter and it will be done. And distress, you have to be very careful with it because it will tamper with your normal routine. Then the employees, we came up with the research here. The employee experience, according to the Champion Health, there is a research that has come up. The employee experiencing moderate to high stress levels, as we know the levels of stress people are coming up with, both in organization, workplaces. How do we manage? How do you know that someone is stressed? And how do you measure? So here is the employee experiencing moderate to high stress level. Stress in workplace is often unavoidable, and a certain amount of stress may be perceived as acceptable or even healthy by an individual. However, when that pressure became unmanageable, it became an issue which can damage both employee health and their performance. But according to Champion Health, employee stress statistics reveal that 76% of workers are currently experiencing moderate, underlying the word moderate to the high level of stress. It's not too high, it's not too low, it's moderate high level of stress. Year on year, that figure shows a percentage increase of 13. Yes, we are moving to a very important topic. After realizing the moderate level of the stress in different organizations, what do you think can cause the stress at the workplace? That is what you should ask. How would I realize my fellow colleague, my fellow employee, my manager is stressed? We have causes of negative stress at work. Workload. Workload is the main stress at every organization or any business or even personal life. When you have a workload, you can't move at all. You want to meet deadlines. So that is one major stress that is affecting employees as a whole. Lack of control. You are being controlled. You are under managers. You are under supervisors. You have to meet deadlines. So that one can be one major problem that will affect the employee. Lack of support. When you lack a support, even the manager or organization cannot even support you on your journey, on your employment journey. That one will be a major stress. at your workplace. You won't be satisfied. You'll say, after all, let me quit. Because you lack the proper support around you as an employee. Another thing that affects employees at work that lead to stress is senior staff members, because they feel like they are the head. The supervisors are under the superior. They are superior and inferior. They're taking over. They want to stress you. The baggage of work. They're not doing work at all. You're being stressed. And peer also, peer influence. When you see someone, an employee, has this and you don't have, that one is pushing you. Someone has an iPhone. The peer also push stress. Another thing is job security. When you are not secure, casuals, interns, they feel always insecure. I'll lose my job anytime, any day. When you are not confirmed in any organization, you are an intern or under contract, you know that in the next 5 years, 3 years, it's done. That is another stress. Insufficient training. There are organizations that doesn't even entitle training the employees. Training helps in development, the career. It's very important. So there are organizations or companies or businesses that doesn't entertain trainings. How can I mold this employee to become whom I am? I want him or her to be in my organization. So there is insufficient training, commuting. When there is no company bus, you keep on coming to work. Maybe you are staying far away from workplace. You are coming to work, you are a bit fatigued. That is also a major stress. Working from home also, when sometimes you have a work, you've been given a work by the company and you're working from home, the interference from the kids, or you have to accomplish the ASCO and you want to deal with other issues also. Then bullying, it's very also important. So that is also affecting employees at work. It's affecting employees so much at work. Yeah. Stress management. How can we manage stress? Already we've known the causes of stress. We know the causes of stress. Let's find out how can we manage it. We have mindful and relaxation techniques of managing stress. One is deep breathing exercise. Just stand up, breathe up, breathe down, relax. That is one way you can reduce stress completely. Another thing is progressive muscle relaxation. Go to gym, go for workout, go for yoga, go for Zumba. That will reduce that stress. And relax. Relax. Next is meditation. Meditate within yourself. It's very healthy. When you meditate within yourself, it's very, very healthy. Yeah, meditate within yourself. Find out. Which is very important. It's very, very important to meditate within yourself. It's also promote emotions. It's also healthy. It reduces stress. Mediation. Another thing that reduces stress is prioritization techniques. Prioritization techniques is building a master list of every planned activity or product update request. Prioritization techniques is building a master list of every planned activities. Know the activities, when, how, time, which one should I do first? Plan well. Yes, plan well. If it's an important or urgent, do it. It's important but not urgent, schedule it. If it's urgent but not important, delegate. If it's not important and it's not urgent, delete it. Leave it so that it cannot push you to the wall. And that one will help you to reduce stress. Schedule or plan yourself well. And underline what I'm telling you. If it's important and urgent, do it. If it's important and not urgent, schedule it. If it's urgent but not important, if you can delegate it to someone, delegate. And if it's not important and if it's not urgent, leave it. Okay. Setting realistic goals. Prioritize on the realistic goals. Where will I head to? Where are the deadlines? Setting realistic goals. Ensure you set your realistic goals. Have a goal so that at the end of the day, the deadlines can't push you. Have goals. It's very important to have goals. Another thing, using time management tools. You have the calendars. Schedule, this is the right time, this is the time I'll be doing this until this. We have the Evernotes. Use the Evernotes. We have Harvest. We have Asana. Like in Adamchi auditors, we use Asana. Some will use Asana. Some will use calendars. So program yourself. Another thing is communication is very important. Know whom to communicate to. And every organization and every company has a communication protocols. Be an open-minded person, assertive communication. Set boundaries. Don't just communicate with anyone because maybe you don't trust any employee within the organization, even the employer, and you have a personal issue that is stressing you out. Find someone who can help you out. Speak up. Have boundaries. Say no to effectively. When it's bad, say no. Even to managers, say no, this is bad. We need to do it this way. When it comes to health lifestyle habit, regular exercise, I've told you, go to yoga, go to gym, go to daytime massage. Do a massage, go to gym, do Zumba. Create time for yourself for regular exercise. Healthy eating. My friend, eat a well-balanced diet. Don't strain because you're working hard every day. You have to eat. Get enough sleep. Sleep. Create the right time. Don't sleep at midnight. Oh, I have deadlines to meet. No. Balance, schedule your time well. How would you know that you are stressed? Someone will ask me, how would I know that I'm stressed? How would you know that you are stressed? Dealing with stress. Steps in managing stress. First thing first, identify whether you are stressed or source of stress. I told you there are several types of stress. We have physical stress, we have psychological stress, we have lifestyle stress, we have environment stress, we have financial stress, we have environment stress, we have a lot of stress. First, identify the source of your stress. After that, identify your stressor. After identify your stressor, identify the reason for your stressor. What caused your stress? Can I avoid it? Before you identify and apply an appropriate stress management strategy, there are 4 practices that you have to put in place, it's called 4A. It's called 4A. Number 1 is avoid unnecessary stress. Next, alter the situations, when it's a situation that can lead to your stress, alter it, leave it. Then adapt to the stress if you can't change it anymore. If you can't change the stress, adapt. Like, for example, you've got a job in US or abroad, and the weather in that area, you can't fly back to Kenya. You have to accept and adapt to the environment. You've got a new job role. You can't leave it. You just adapt and you accept because you can't change it. Then finally accept. I've said practice 4 A's. Avoid, alter, adapt, and accept. Then later, you identify and apply an appropriate stress management strategy. Already we've discussed the stress management strategy. What are our roles as an HR? In stress management, what are our roles? It's very important to know our roles as an HR. And I'm talking to all the HRs in organizations, even an employee. You should know what the roles of your HR at organization. Number 1, developing a wellness program. Every organization or company should develop a wellness program. And this wellness program include like EAPs, employee assistance program, like workshops, trainings, provide gym, even massage days at your workplace. Like here in Adamji, we have the gym. Employee can go and do the gym. That one will help them to reduce stress. And remember, the program must be implemented. Every organization must implement a program. This program will help them to reduce stress among the employees. We cooperate cafeterias or services. Give out tea, breakfast, so that employees cannot waste a lot of time. They can cope with the time they have, the limited time they have to meet their deadlines. Next is allow for flexible hours or remote work. That is the role of an HR. As an HR manager, you may assist staff members by making everyday schedules. This provides job sharing agreements. You can say, this guy should do this, this one should do this employee should do this. That one will help them to reduce stress because workload is a major stress at any organization. And if it's not tackled well, everyone will suffer. And the employee, when he's stressed, he can't do or she can't do anything at workplace. So it's very, very important. Then we should also organize a flexible working hours. If it's from 8 to 5, let employee work from 8 to 5. If he's come or the employee has checked in earlier, let him come early and leave early. So that we reduce stress. Says importance of health work-life balance. You have to balance your health and the work also. That is why I said you have to look at the food we're eating. We have to train also employees on how they can manage themselves so that they can balance the health work and the life balance. They can do importance of the health work and life balance. They can balance their life well. As a child, we have to create that also. Holding team building exercise. Yeah. We have to hold team building exercise in any organization. This will help the employees for bonding. Like at Adamji, we offer the team building trainings. If your company doesn't have team building trainings, we can offer. Just check on our website. That is a major issue in Adamji. We do team building. In managing stress, already we discussed, identify whether you are stressed or source of stress. Identify your stressor, identify the reasons for stressor, and identify and apply an appropriate stress management strategy. Then we were at the roles of the HR. Already I've told you on the developed wellness program, allow for flexible hours or remote work. Then stress importance of health, work, life balance. As an HR, you have to stress on that. You have to tell employees you should not overwork. Just work within your deadlines. Work overload is the major issue. As an HR, when there is work overload, it's upon HR to agree with the employees and share the workload with others so that it can ease the work. Another thing is holding team building. I will also say that Adamji Auditors is giving a well-trained, we have trained and experts in team building. So you can visit us, go to our website. We have a lot of offers we can give you to reduce the stress in your organization. Another thing is standard management. Very important, because here is where the HR, the superior, there is a bridge between the superior and the inferior, the supervisors and the lower levels. So as an HR department, you should be responsible for managing both the short-term and long-term stress indication or indicators in an organization, and analyze all of them, the different stressors found in their particular places of work, both the supervisors and the low levels, and operate with appropriate managers of the organization so that you can remove, if there is some few things you can remove from the policy so that it can't stress the employees, you can do it. If there is a need in an organization, discussing policies, very important. We have to discuss the policies in an organization. Every workplace has its own policies that related to what? To workplaces and safety and general employee health. So it's the role of managers to help in advancing these policies in an organization so that it can reduce stress for the employees. Provide empathy. There are organizations where injuries may come in, like construction industries, manufacturing industries. An employee can be injured. What will loom in their head or will stress them? Are we going to be compensated? When you take a lawyer, when the company has a lawyer, a company lawyer, you know the employee will have assurance that my stress has been done. So it's very, very important. And I want to say this. HR in any company play a vital role, a crucial role in managing reducing employee stress, both related and external one. And this has happened when the management has not been involved. So as an HR or an employee, know the role of your HR department. And HRs must play their roles. Building resilience, very important. How do we build a resilience in a company or an organization? According to American Psychological Association, resilience is a process of adapting well in adversity, trauma, tragedy, threat, or even significant sources of stress. building resilience. You adapt. That is why I said in the past, while managing stress, there are 4 A's: avoid, alter, adapt, and accept. That is part of building resilience. Resilience can help protect you from mental health conditions such as depression and anxiety. So resilience is very, very important. And one can build resilience through maintaining a positive attitude. You have to be positive always. Be positive. Focus on what you can control. My friend, if you can't control, leave it. Accept the change or adapt. Then seek support from others. When it's too much, find someone to talk to. Go to any or visit the counseling center. And this stress is affecting most of the men. You will realize stress is affecting most of them because they don't speak out. Look at what is happening in the country now. To employees, you are stressed. Men are committing suicide because of stress. They don't have the strategies on how to manage stress. Men, speak up. Don't keep quiet. Whether at work, speak up. Find a friend. Be an open-minded person so that you can curb this stress. Let me tell you, stress leads someone to serious depression. And men, most of the men are introverts. They don't speak a lot. Whether at work, they are quiet. Find someone to talk to. Speak up to reduce this stress so that you can manage your workload. You can manage your environment. And the stress that you can't avoid, adapt, accept. The stress that you can manage or you can't manage, the one you can manage, accept. The one you can't manage, alter the situation and move on. Creating a positive work environment, very important. Teams can better manage feelings of stress and remain productive throughout. That is where I said fostering a supportive work culture is very important. If the environment is okay, you will work and will go home safely. And when the environment is inconducive, you won't work. And if you have a proper support from managerial up to the superior and inferior, from managerial to supervisor and to other supportive staff, if you have them around. So you have to develop a supportive work culture. Encourage open communication. My friend, don't keep quiet. And I'm stressing on this. Be an open-minded person. When you have a problem within the organization, speak up so that we can reduce your stress. Stress is killing people. So we have to adjust. Setting realistic goals, already we've talked about it. You have to set a realistic goals. Set realistic goals. Have a goal to achieve at the end of the year, quarterly, semi-annually. Have a goal. Even in your workplace, have a goal. Plan yourself well. Next, incorporate effective stress management techniques. Incorporate effective stress management techniques. Very important. When you incorporate this effective stress management techniques, it will manage you to reduce stress. Come up with, like an organization, come up with stress management programs for the employees. We have, like, in adult, we have coloring diaries. Stress management programs can be coloring diaries. You can have individual intervention. Talk about it. A person you trust, go or talk to him or her. In-house counseling, very important. In-house counseling program is very important in an organization because we know the level of stress. When you are stressed, you can't be productive in an organization. Even you can't meet deadlines. How can you meet deadlines when you are totally stressed? That is why you find that in aviations, like Kenya Airways, they come up with stress measurements. They have stress measurements in aviation. So in organizations where you are working, when there is no in-house counseling program, go and ask your human resource of the manager. If there is no team building, ask them. Open communication, also, we've talked about it. Collaboration. We do things as a team, as a DAMG auditors. Let us do things as a team in an organization. This will help to reduce stress. Recognition and appreciation. Every organization must recognize and appreciate their employee. When they have done a good job, there is yearly award to every employee. Even a token, December token, vouchers should be involved. We can take employees out for a workshop, for a trip, so that we reduce the stress. Then lastly, work-life balance. Balance your life. It's not all about work as an employee. Have a social life also. Despite your working, balance your life to reduce stress. Go for a nature walk as an employee. And we have the services in ADAMG. Our services as ADAMG auditors, we have audit and assurance, tax, trainings, accounts and advisories, offshore accounting, CFO business advisories. But I want to stress on the trainings. Why do you prefer ADAMG? For you to be trained through ADAMG auditors. Trust me, ADAMG auditors is an international expert. Have international experts. If you need any training from us, contact us. Go to our website. Our website, adamgauditors.co.ke, so that you can see the services we are offering. We have tailored solutions. We tailor solutions. When you have a problem in your organization, visit us, call us. We are just one call away, so that we give you the best services. Expert trainers. In terms of team building, we can do wonders in your organization. So try us as ADAMG auditors. Practical application. We don't just work on the theoretical part. We do it practically. And we have international experts in ADAMG auditors. Then training approach and methodology. Our training method and methodology is quite good, and we like it. Then measurables, impact, and continuous improvements. We will keep on following up. If we've done trainings with you, we will need your feedback. Follow up. When we've done the auditing trainings, tax compliance training in your organization, we will follow up. How was it? Give us the feedback. Where can we adjust as ADAMG auditors? And that comes to my end of training. Thank you.